Hi, this is Kimberly Q, and we are here at the 2019 Sundance Film Festival, and we're here at the premiere of Untouchable, which is a Harvey Weinstein documentary, and some of the subjects of the documentary are also going to be here, including Rosanna Arquette and many more. So, enjoy the show. What were some of the challenges that you faced as a director of this film?
Making the film. Well, I guess the biggest challenge is finding people who are courageous enough to talk. And I just want to say now, thank you to all the people who took part in the film, whether they were the women who spoke out about what they say happened to them, but also the industry insiders, the ex-staffers, the people who had worked with Harvey Weinstein over the years. It's a difficult thing to talk about, and they were courageous, they were candid. They're in the film, you'll see them, and there's a lot of people, particularly in the industry, who have a lot to lose by talking about this. So kudos to those people. It was difficult, but we came through, they came through, they're in the film, and I couldn't be happier about that.
Hi, we're here with Rosanna Arquette, and she is one of the main people that comes out in this documentary to talk about what happened with Harvey Weinstein.
It was a hot topic, and so, it was the BBC took the chance in making something like this, and here we are at Sundance showing it. It's scary. I wish a lot of the other women, the actresses would have talked to, but here I am. I'm standing in solidarity and for them here.
I think that's amazing, and you are such a badass and very brave to come and speak about something that's so personal. Okay, so we're here with the producer, Simon Chin, and he has created this movie, Untouchable. As a producer, were you sort of like helping to pick who should we go for, who should we try and get to be a part of this?
Yeah, I worked very closely with a great producer called Poppy Dixon, who was very much at the sort of forefront of trying to secure the access, but I was sort of intimately involved in that with Poppy and Ursula too. But, we had a lot of very strong women on this production, which was obviously important to us for all sorts of reasons.
It gives me goosebumps just for seeing what this means for Hollywood, and it's such an important story, but I think it also is something that's a pandemic thing in other fields, not just in the entertainment industry, and I think it's going to help a lot with that.
Yeah, and listen, I think all we can ever do with a film like this is tell the story in as sort of truthful a way as we possibly can, as we see it, from the points of view of many of the participants, and hope that it will, in telling the story in a sort of complex way, it will raise discussion and debate, and I think it will.
I definitely think it's raising a lot of awareness and changing things, so thank you so much for making this movie.
Cheers.
It's about that everybody has their own process of healing, and some people are in much deeper trauma and have had horrendous experiences with him that it's so triggering for them that it's not possible for them to do that, and so you can't judge them. I just miss them. That's all I mean by that. I would have loved them to be here with me because it's scary, but it's a process that takes a long time, and everybody has their own way of healing and processing this, and it's been very intense for a lot of us. So.
Well, I just have to say thank you for coming and speaking out and being a part of this, and it's really personally appreciated by me and many other women.
Thank you so much. Well, we're all one in this.
Well, I think it's fantastic that you've done this, because I think it's really groundbreaking to actually expose somebody in such a high position of power like that.
Yeah, it's daunting. He's Harvey Weinstein, and he's a big, powerful guy still. But I sort of feel it's kind of wonderful being a female producer and director team. Poppy Dixon, who works with me, it did feel very empowering that we could take on this big guy. It's not for us to send him to jail or whatever, but what we wanted to do is get the story out there and get people to tell their truth about what they say happened to them. And we were just the conduit to do that. But, I feel very proud to have been able to do that.
What do you think is the reason why women are so quiet about things like this so commonly?
Sexual assault is a terrible thing that shames women, that makes them feel guilty. There's also trauma involves talking, often not being able to talk about it at all, and burying it deep inside you. And I think what you'll see in the film is that there are women who weren't able to talk about this for years and years, if not decades. And that is why it's so hard to talk about. And often women feel like they're not going to be believed. So in our film, we sat these women down and we said, "Yep, we believe you. we're listening to you, you know. And I just now want the audience to watch the film and say, okay, what do you think?
Thank you so much for making this film. I really personally appreciate it as well.
Thank you.
This is a very important film that's here at Sundance today, and it's not like many of the others that have come through because it's really a part of the industry itself that they're discussing and how things work inside Hollywood. And it's something that's very hard to talk about and difficult to come out with as a story, but obviously has started to with the Me Too movement. And it's just a very personally satisfying thing to be here and to see these women making this movie. And I really hope everyone gets to see the documentary Untouchable about the Harvey Weinstein story.